Are you sick and tired of gambling your hard-earned money on Madden packs? Look no further than my sponsor, MMOEXP, for the cheapest and most reliable MUT coins on the market. And don't forget to use code Ferdy at checkout for 5% off. What's going on, guys? Today, we are grading every single Zero Chill Part 2 card. That's going to include the LTDs, the champions, and the stocking stuffers, as well as the 90 overalls, too. Before we get started, though, if you are in the 53% of people who watch the videos and are not subscribed, let's change that right now. Head down there, hit that subscribe button. Turn those notifications. If you want a chance to be shout out in the next video, let's comment the sun emoji. And of course, the shout out for today's video goes to man Bino for commenting the emoji on last video and also being part of the notification squad. But yes, let's just get started with our grades here. So getting started here, we have Josh Reynolds. Here's some of our stocking stuffer cards. You of course can upgrade these cards using the snowflake currency, which should be easier to get now because there is a game mode you're able to play to of course get the currency now instead of just quick selling these cards that quick sell for snowflake. So Josh Reynolds, 6'3", 90 speed, even on, a Lions, Rams, or Titans theme team, not a great card, not an ideal card. So I would give Josh Reynolds probably like a D rating on his card there. Next up is going to be Kevin Byard, 90 speed, 89 acceleration. Again, even on a Titans or Eagles team, 91 speed over the top is not cutting it. Yes, 90 zone is nice. This card could have been really good, and usually Byard cards are really good, but this one, just too slow. I think that's the main thing with this promo. They're not giving us, even this year in general, we're not getting like cards that are pretty affordable. They're not giving them good enough speed to really hang with some of the best teams in the game right now, in my opinion. For example, if you go ahead and get Kevin Byard for free and you come across a 96 speed Tyreek Hill, which is not that hard to obtain against a guy who has, has any kind of coin, even not on a theme team. Tyreek Hill can get 96 speed. A 6 speed difference in the secondary it's not gonna be good for you, man. So Kevin Byard, again, I'm gonna give him a D rating as well, because even on a theme team, even on a Zero Chill team, it doesn't make sense to really, use a card like that. Next up, Cole Kmet, 90 speed. For tight end, honestly, not bad. 90 short route running as well at 6'6". I would give this card probably like a D, or not a D, sorry, a B. Mainly because, tight end, for affordable tight end option, not bad for Cole Kmet. Not awful. I would give him like a B minus. Next up, Devin Duvernay. I will actually say that Devin Duvernay, one of the better options in the game right now for these stocking stuffers, because 92 speed, if you do get that Zero Chill strat card I made a short on a couple days ago, 93 speed even not on a theme team. So you have a Zero Chill team on top of that, potentially a 94 speed, 5'11" Devin Duvernay with 92 deep route running. For this card's price and based off the other cards kind of at his level, I would give him an A minus. I think this card could be pretty solid, but also I'm comparing them to pretty, bad cards I'm comparing them to. Next up is Terrence Steele. 75 speed's actually really good. I actually really like this card. I wasn't sure what his speed was going to end up being, but honestly, a pretty good right tackle option. I, of course, would tell you, Darnell Wright is much better, but, he comes at a price tag, 170s, for a reason, right? But, sorry, that's not the right card we're even looking at right now. We're looking at Terrence Steele. This is a good option. I think the speed on this card is very, very good. Even the pass block stats, they're okay, over 90 run block. Pass block is at an 86, which could be better, honestly. But the speed is nice on this card. So Terrence Steele, give him a B+. Pretty nice card. And again, not that these cards are free, but they're at least more affordable and obtainable than some of the other cards in this game right now. Next up, we have Jordan Brooks, not Derrick Brooks. Both pretty solid users, though. 91 speed, 92 acceleration, and the man does get Lurk Artist. I believe they did say that about this card, which is a big W, with him being a, that's obviously a big deal. So if you have a Seattle team, this card could be your user and a pretty nice option. I'm going to give him a B. I'll give him a B for Jordan Brooks. Maybe a little bit higher. I don't hate the card, man. Pretty solid card. Next up, we have Demetrius Flanagan-Fowles. And he is rocking with the 91 speed, 93 acceleration, and he also does get Lurk Artist as well. Good acceleration, good speed, but as far as letting the man lurk by himself, not awful. Could be like a little, 6'1" linebacker, but again, on a Niners team, I would probably still lean Patrick Willis, although, the speed's better on Demetrius here. So I would give Demetrius probably like a B as well. Solid user option, 6'2", good length, pause, but, he's a solid card. And next up for, I believe, our final stocking stuffer, yes, we have KJ Osborne. This card, his catching is crazy. 95 catching on this card is wild. 92 speed, 92 acceleration, and does hit the mid-route running threshold, as well as being decent after the catch. I'll give this card the same grade I gave Duvernay. I think he's honestly like a B+, A- for what this card is. It's a pretty solid option, 5'11". I think KJ cards, last year, the last KJ card we had played really well, so could be a good option there. If you need some Zero Chill wide receivers for cheap, Duvernay, KJ Osborne can definitely get the job done with that 92 speed. But of course, let's get over to our Zero Chill cards today. We're going to talk about the 90s. Not really the 82s and things like that, but there are some. If there is a decent one, I'll kind of show you. Matt Breida is a name we didn't see yet. 88 speed, 82 overall, not bad. Not awful, but at that point, you go get Bo Jack, right? Probably pretty. I mean, Bo Jack was also very cheap. What speed they give him? 59 speed. Okay. Nothing really to write home about. Keith Kirkwood, 88 speed. Josh Oliver, I think he's 6'5", 86 speed at tight end. What's his blocking? 83 impact block, not bad. But yeah, there's a lot of, like this card's a head scratcher. Mekhi Becton, 69 speed, but he is 364 pounds. Michael, where the hose at? He's alright, you know what I mean? Aaron Banks, okay. Trey Smith, Richie Grant, Trey McBride. These low overall cards are just not great as we kind of go through them here. But now we're at the 90. So Curtis Samuel, again, even on a theme team, you're not using this card. You know what I'm saying? Like 89 speed, whether you've got a Panthers or a Commanders team, 90 to 91 speed, or the highest you can get this card right now is on a 50-50 with a 0 chill. So even with the full theme team build, he's not going to really see the field. Same with Cortland Sutton. This card is awful. Sorry, I didn't grade this card. I would give him a D, right? Cortland Sutton, this card's an F. I don't know what they were doing with this card, but the fact that they gave him 77 deep route running with 81 mid route running on a 90 overall card is honestly insulting. Even on, again, a Broncos theme team, 91, 92 speed on this card is just not great, man. And his route running is just awful. It is god awful. Next we have Graham Glasgow, 70 speed, with some, okay pass blocking stats. No stat over 90 as far as pass blocking goes. So I probably would give him like a C. Not the greatest. Next up we have Thomas Morstead, 91 kick power, 87 kick accuracy. Could be a good option if you do look at the punters right now. You have a 90 overall. So Thomas Morstead being 80K, just for the overall guys, really. No one really punts in this game, so it doesn't really matter. But let's get a nice amount of theme teams. I'd give Morstead being the highest punter in the game. Well, what is kick power better than? It is better than Hecker. I guess he's the best punter in the game technically. So we'll give him a B plus. Sure, we'll give Thomas Morstead a B plus. Next up, Darnell Savage, one of the better cards because even not on a theme team, you have the 0 chill strat card, which is completely free. 93 speed's pretty good, and 90 zone coverage also pretty good. So for his overall, and just again basing this off like good 90 overall cards, that are 0 chill cards, one of the better ones. So I'll give him a B, A minus, B plus, A minus, somewhere in that range. Next up, Nate Hobbs, another pretty solid budget card. 90 zone coverage, 92 speed, 95 jumping, 6 foot, solid height. He's a 90 overall, so he's not gonna be that complete as far as man coverage and things like that. So Nate Hobbs, I'll give him a B, but again, another good card. Potentially on a 0 chill team, if you got a little 0 chill team going with a little, that +1 strat card. 94 speed is really nice. And these cards go for less than 100K, pretty much all of them, besides I guess Nate Hobbs. Next up is Travis Etienne, 91 speed. Does get jukebox, it is 2 AP. Solid card, 90 juke moves, gonna be really nice. Pass catching wise, he's a much better pass catcher than that, so they kind of did him dirty there, to be honest with you. But Travis Etienne, this card right here is probably like a C, B minus. That doesn't really blow me away. Pause. Next we have Deonte Banks, 91 speed, 92 acceleration. He's kind of like the man coverage version of Nate Hobbs. Yes, the speed is one different, but he's 6'2", and this guy can definitely get some potential good cards down the line. Like his build's good, you know what I mean? And if he's a man coverage guy, those guys are usually more sought after normally. But definitely tough card art. I would give Deonte Banks probably like what I give Hobbs? I give Hobbs I give him a B. I'd give Deonte Banks probably the same because it's for really zone man. Whatever you run more, that's the cornerback you're gonna go after. Then next up, okay, we're into our 93 champions here. Julio Jones. This card is still crazy to me how they gave him the. First of all, he's gonna be in number 80, not 11, and he's in the Eagles card art in the picture, which is crazy. And they're feeding the Eagles team clearly, so yeah, it's happening. Buccaneers, Eagles, Falcons, and Titans chemistries at 6'3", 93 speed, 92 acceleration. Julio cards always play insane, and this one will be no different. Crazy release, crazy spec catch, 3 thresholds, great after the catch, even, has a good stiff arm too if you want to, do that on the goal line. Good carrying, good COD. I'd give Julio Jones an A+. Looking at the wide receiver landscape right now in this game, we do have 93 speed receivers, but none of them are that tall, right? But I'd give him an A+, yeah, because I would say it's my top 3 receivers right now would be Larry Fitzgerald, Tyreek Hill, Julio Jones. In whatever order you want to put them in. Debo's cool, but he's 5'11". Reed's nice. I would say Reed's pretty similar to Julio. But again, it's not like these new 0 chill cards gonna be that expensive. They'll probably get down in price slowly as we kind of go here. So Julio's solid, and obviously should be a heavily sought after receiver card. This one right here, Rasul Douglas, is one of the craziest cards I've seen because he's juiced for no reason. Like Rasul Douglas, 94 speed, crazy. So Again, you have the strat card, 95 speed, no theme team is wild. This is one of the cards that I think everyone's trying to go after. This Rasul Douglas card right here, very affordable. And cornerbacks in this game have not been that affordable this year. You see, like all the good ones are very expensive. You could argue that maybe he's better than the Richard Sherman. Maybe not because of abilities and things like that. But Rasul's solid, man. This is a really good card. I'm giving him an A+. Debatably cornerback #1 in the game right now. And a card that I think everyone should try to go after 100% from this promo, whether he's a BND or whatever the case is. Try to get your hands on Rasul Douglas. Next up, I still cannot believe this man got an upgrade. Will Hernandez, 66 speed, good strength, pretty good card, 96 impact block, 90 awareness, also kind of a big deal. The speed does scare me a little bit, but he should play well. And then pass block wise, it's 91, 91. He's been a pretty good card. I think he'll be a good option. 350 for the Giants and Cardinals teams. Not bad. And if you have a zero chill team, you're gonna have to fill it there with Will, using Will Hernandez. He's a great, he's good. He's good. I don't hate the card at all. I would give Will Hernandez probably like an A. He's a good card. Next up, we have DeForest Buckner. For whatever reason, DeForest Buckner cards play amazing. I'm a little bit skeptical of this one though because of his pass rush ability against the run at 6'7" with 87 acceleration. If you can click on and kind of dive tackle with him, you should be okay with Buckner because he's so big and so. Before I say anything else, I'm going to say pause now. But I did not like where that was going. But yeah, great speed, great acceleration, awareness is good, strength is good, player is good. But again, no thresholds pass rush wise, and only one threshold pass rush wise does scare me a little bit. I would have liked to maybe seen the stat at least a 90. I think he could have been that defensive tackle 1 or 2 in my opinion. But overall wise, he's the highest overall defensive tackle. But is he necessarily the best? I don't think so. I probably would still go Aaron Donald, William Perry, guys like that. But I'll give DeForest Buckner a B+. I think he'll play pretty well, though. Again, if you're able to click on and kind of make that crazy warp tackle, he'll be okay, man. At the end of the day, he'll be fine. So, we're down to our LTDs. LTD Saquon Barkley here. And this card's going to play very, very well. However, while I'm recording this, the price point's a little bit egregious. Like, don't pay 1.1 for this card. Just do not do it. I would say Saquon's in that same realm as... where is he? Bijan Robinson, or one of these guys. Even Marshall Faulk's, his cover athlete card. I think he's kind of in that range. If he had 94 speed, yeah, but I'm telling you, EA is going to be very slow to upgrade running back speed going forward because Todd Gurley does exist, and all it takes is 194 speed running back that moves better than Gurley to dethrone Gurley, who's going for $3 million. But Saquon, the problem with this card, and it's kind of the same problem I have with Todd Gurley, is for me, a running back needs to also have a good X factor to back it up. For me. Because there are running backs in this game that have good X factors. So once they kind of introduce that, just having jukebox kind of goes away. What's his name? Marshall Faulk able to get human joystick or apprentice or whatever the case is. My favorite, even Cordell Patterson gets good abilities, right? Unstoppable jukebox, unstoppable route tech, unstoppable angry runs. And things like that are really, really nice just to kind of have on a running back for free. Because if you're going to use them anyway, you might as well be working towards 2 goals or objectives while you're playing. Even Marshall Faulk, good abilities. I think Bijan has some of the best because Bijan does get that freight train upgrade, which is insane. But Saquon, I do think was going to play fine, just because he also does get 1 AP jukebox. And Saquon cards always play great. 95 carrying with a good juke, good spin. Pretty decent power and stiff arm stats and good catching, good short route running, but 95 acceleration. This card can play very, very well. But as far as the other running backs in this game right now, I think he kind of falls into, the whole clump of running backs that are, that are solid. I would put him at, somewhere in that top 5. Definitely somewhere in the top 5. So Saquon, if his price gets down to like 6 and you really want him, go for it. Outside of that, I'm not paying $1 million for the card. I'm just not doing that. It's not a good buy. It's not a good purchase. Do not do it. But I would give Saquon's card, I'll give him an A. I'll give Saquon Barkley an A. Solid card. If he had the X Factor, it would have been an A+. Next up, we have Kyle Hamilton. This card, only 1 million points. I thought it'd be a little bit more expensive than that. Maybe people are realizing that he's not really crazy. But 6'4". Okay, 6'4", 220, 93 man, 93 zone, 93 tackling, 93 hit power, 91 pursuit. This card is a much better version of Keenan Allen. Yeah, 100%. Pick artist 1 AP as well, so you can play him over the top. Yeah, he is pretty crazy. I guess they don't get lurk artist on these cards, right? Are they ever going to give lurk artist to safety users? No. If they did, that'd be pretty broken, but maybe not. But Kyle Hamilton, yeah, he's a monster, man. Definitely the best strong safety in the game. I would probably take him over Palomalu, over Pacheco, just because Pacheco is shorter and doesn't have good hit power. Best strong safety in the game. Let's take a look at him compared to the free safeties. Again, like Keenan Allen's probably the most similar to him because Keenan Allen does get good man coverage, good zone coverage, as well as good jumping. He's 2 inches shorter, but good speed, good acceleration. Also having, he doesn't have the same hit power as Kyle Hamilton, but I like Keenan as well. And Keenan's a very good price. But Kyle Hamilton, probably best safety user in the game right now. And I would say the best safety in the game right now as well is Kyle Hamilton. I'm going to give Kyle Hamilton an A+. Really no issue with the card in my opinion besides the price point, but I'm only grading the card, not the price they're going for. So A+ on Kyle Hamilton. A really, really nice card. However, if you do pull him anytime soon when he's going for 1 million coins, I would sell because we should get a bunch of good safeties and users through the Monday mix-up promos and things like that, where I could see him getting dethroned or even getting caught. I could see it happening quickly, so his price could fall. This is not a card that I think is going to rise in value like crazy like a Tyreek Hill did. Well, he didn't really raise crazy either, but I don't think these cards are going to raise in price. And they're going to get down to like 800K and kind of stay there, or maybe even kind of tank from there, because I think there's going to be a lot of good cards coming out over the next couple of weeks. So that's going to do it for today's video. As far as the Zero Chill Part 2 drop goes, I think there's a lot of good cards. I mean, as far as the champions go, I think all the champions are good cards, right? I don't think there's any card there where I'm like, do not buy this one, like he's not good. I don't think there's any card like that today. Again, one thing I would like to see is, I mean, they've done better today, but I'd like to see better 90 overalls, like 90 overalls that can play on theme teams. I would like to at least see that. Maybe some better lower overall guys. But as far as the champions go, honestly, an A from EA Sports, pretty good. I would say just maybe switch, like some of the names and the card arts are a little weird to me, like Will Hernandez, Rasul Douglas, Julio. Like, it's just a crazy champion drop, right? It's just crazy. I don't know, but yeah, either way, pretty solid drop from EA Sports. And of course, as always, I will see you boys in the next one.